Hey, how's it going? We have a fun session today, and I hope the music was somehow inspiring. So I have a few things for you guys today, and hopefully it will be useful, fun. I had lots of fun preparing today's session as well, and entertaining. Okay, if you have any questions, it does depend on where you are watching this session from, but if you are on YouTube or LinkedIn, feel free to ask any questions there. If you are on any other platform, just send us an email, help@personal.com, and we'll do our best to answer any questions regarding today's session. We're going to speak about, actually, I'm going to speak about many fun and interesting things today related to automations. I love automations, obviously. I love video personalization, data, customer engagement, client engagement, lead engagement, better ways to connect with people. And in today's sessions, you're going to learn many ways to actually do this, leveraging the power of visual storytelling, the power of video, the power of data personalization, and the power of automation, so you can have scalable processes where you can constantly engage with your customers, leads, even prospects in general, contacts, people and students, employees, investors, using data-driven videos at scale automatically. Now, if by any chance you cannot hear me, just let me know through any of the platforms so that I can do a better job. I am going to just double check before. I'm just also giving some time to a few of you before we start for real. And it does happen that I removed the the YouTube app from my phone because it had me hooked and using just too much time watching shirts and things like that. And even if it is from work, sometimes there we go. Sometimes it's just a way to waste time and get distracted. So all that to say that I had to go to the browser to see if we are live and okay, because I am on my own right now. All right, perfect. So there there are a few things we are going to cover today. You're going to learn today. And one of my main goals with today's session is to give you ideas, to inspire you, to help you see new opportunities in terms of, yes, we know video works, we know personalization works. Chances are by now you know that personalized videos are the way right now to engage with people, to help them understand even complex information within their context, using the power of storytelling, using the power of visual content, multimedia content. But also, there are many ways you can incorporate these videos or add these videos in your workflow so that you don't need humans, quote unquote, creating these videos, and you can have scalable processes. And there are different ways. I'll cover some of them through this session today. You can do this either bulk or inside of automations so that you can leverage the power of video, data, and automation to better connect with your people. And right now, this is extremely key because the markets are crazy and there is more to come. And organizations, brands need to do a better job at engaging their people when they try to engage with their people. Your competitors have access to pretty much, quote unquote, the same tools you have access to. And it's not like it used to be maybe 10 years ago or even 5 years ago, where there were certain tools, including ours, that were more like for just a specific market segment that also in many cases had the budget. Right now, many organizations have access to pretty much the same type of technologies. But it is more about how you leverage, how you use these technologies to better connect with them. And today you're going to learn how to do that and how obviously the personal platform or personalized video software works from that angle. So I want you to imagine for just a moment um, a world where every video you send is tailored to every individual, to the recipient on the other side of the screen. Automatically, with no extra effort. Obviously, there are things you need to configure or put in place at the beginning, but just like everything. And in a scalable way. I want you to imagine no more generic content. And even with tools like Personal, you could even create personalized webinars. We're going to do another session for that in the future. But no more generic content, no more one size fits all content. Because about 67% of 76% of your people, your contacts, your audience are tired, are extremely saturated, are constantly bombarded, even by your own messages, even by our own messages. we are all kind of in the same bucket here. And therefore, your audiences, if you want them to pay attention and if you want them to understand the unique value proposition you have for them, needs the content that is presented to them to be tailored or based on their context. And one of the best ways to do this, if not the best way to do this in many cases, is through video. And as you'll see in just a moment, when you combine storytelling, data, and video, that type of content we all love, you have an extremely powerful tool that you can use to better engage with your people. Now, for many people, like every week, almost every day, I speak with marketing people, even people within communication, the communication space in general, CRM people, automation people, even video production people, their agencies, and so on. And for most of them, when we all think or when they think about video, video is complex. And I'm not saying video is easy. There are tools that make video editing and creation easier today. But still, when we think about video, for many, it is complex. It is way easier to just write text. I have my son's homework here. I need to double check something he had to do for school, and he just sat down and wrote a few words. And for all of us, writing is easier. I'm not talking about coming with the ideas, but creating video content is more complicated for many of us, including myself, right? So when you combine everything that is somehow related to video creation, plus storytelling, plus data, personalization, thinking about the context of the person on the other side of the screen, plus doing this in a scalable way, because we're not talking about one or two videos. If you want your content to stand out, you want to beat your competitors, if you want to grab your audience's attention, help them understand the unique value proposition you have for them based on their context, then you need to use their data, right? Just like in a conversation. So when you combine all that plus automation, plus CRM, plus APIs, developer tools, and all that, it can become, let's say, like a big cloud in our mind, in our minds. It could be complex, right? So creating just one video is often a challenge. Creating hundreds of thousands, let's not even talk about millions of videos. At least at a glance, it sounds complex. But is it? It doesn't have to be, right? And you'll see how in today's session. So it's time for many of you to revolutionize, to change, to improve in some cases, to take your marketing communications, your sales effort to the next level, let's say, leveraging the power of video and personalization, plus automation. Now, to have better context, I'm going to let me explain some of the things I have for you today. So you learn how to create bulk and fully automated workflows for producing data-driven videos at scale. And this is when you need to create hundreds, thousands, hundreds of thousands of videos. And it doesn't matter if you have like one specific campaign. Now for Christmas, let's say you have 2,000 contacts, partners you want to engage with, and you want to stand out with your communications, and you want to use video. Well, personalize those videos, make sure that you deliver something that is unique, not just their name in some cases. And you can do this in a scalable way. You learn how to do that. But also in those cases where maybe, or when you have, let's say you are in the hospitality market industry and you want to engage with new guests. Every time someone books or makes a reservation, you want to increase your sales, increase revenue through upselling and cross-selling strategies. And you want to do this using the power of video personalization. The same applies if we're talking about renewals in the insurance industry, or if we're talking about maybe outbound campaigns, and you know that your target audience is constantly being bombarded, and you want to make sure that they understand the value proposition you have for them based on their persona, based on their context, based on their concern, language, the product line you have like specifically for them. You can do all these through video and personalization and automation, and you'll see how in today's session. So my goal with today's session is that in the end, you are more equipped for what is coming. Yes, we are still in 2024, so you still have a month and a half, let's say, to create or to have a bigger impact if your marketing communications haven't been there yet. But also in 2025, which is going to be a challenging year. Customer experience, a report just showed a couple of months ago that the quality of customer experience, even among major brands, is decreasing or has decreased in about 35%. That's just a lot. And the way smart marketers, smart communicators, even in internal communications, HR people, etc., smart people are doing, or the way, the path they're following is the personalization path, but also through content that helps their target audience understand what they have to offer, understand their particular context through the lens of their data in a more like in an easier way. And you learn how to do that today. So in case you don't know me, I'm Josias. I'm the CEO of Personal. I founded Personal about, back in 2017. And I love the transformative impact of storytelling, video, personalization, and automation. This is what I've been doing maybe for the last decade, a bit more than that. I've been saying decade for a while now, more than 10 years, and about seven of those with Personal. And throughout these years, I have seen many of the questions you'll see answered today in terms of how can we scale video? How can we scale personalization? And how does the personal platform work? And what's a template? What's a dynamic field within a template? And all those things. So you'll see some of these answers today. And I have successfully assisted many of these organizations. If you go to our website, you see some of these logos. And some of them are solo team members that somehow embraced video personalization and took it to the next level within their organizations. And they had they didn't have all the resources they wanted they want to um, to like maybe creatively or technically speaking, etc., to start, scale, and transform the experience of their audiences with video personalization. Some of them did have it, and it doesn't really matter. In all cases, we assisted them pursuing, let's say, the engagement goal with video personalization. Now, I'm going to go quickly over a few important things that it is, in my opinion, key for you to know, basically. So, as I said, the majority of your audience is somehow saturated. And when they are saturated, they stop paying attention to many of the messages you have for them. And what this means at a practical level is that if they ignore your messages at some point, if they're a client, they'll go somewhere else at some point, and it's going to be really hard to bring them back. If they're not a client yet, it's going to be challenging to connect with them because you have your competitors that are also even using personalization. I would say that video personalization is still niche, which is an opportunity for you if you're considering this, if you haven't started yet. Um, and we don't know how long this is going to be like that, honestly. So this is the time to leverage these type of tools. Also, it's funny and interesting that kind of at the same time that one would say that with all these new tools, even AI, you can use AI with our tools or not. That's up to you. But with even new channels, um, again, the quality of customer experience in many organizations has decreased. It hasn't improved, and this is sad because during COVID, many organizations did just really well because they had loads at stake. And we just need to remember that we always have something at stake. And just keep that in mind. And before I jump into a few examples so that you understand how video personalization works, and then we'll go over at a granular from a granular perspective how templates work, what templates are, how our platform works, etc., and then the automations and all that. It is important to remember that when you compare a generic video with a personalized video, you'll find that personalized videos are, on average, about 116% more effective than generic videos. And when we talk about video, video is already the type of content that delivers the highest, or that has the highest impact in your audience. This means that whenever you need your people, your audience, this context to pay attention, whenever you need them to understand something, even without personalization, video is the way to do that. It's memorable. It is easy for them to just grasp the value, understand information, easier to share even. So if we are saying that video is already powerful, when you compare a normal video with like a generic video with a personalized video, you have the personalized videos are about 116% more effective than generic videos. This is our data. Obviously, there are videos that will be way up, and some of them will not get there. It comes down to the strategy. I want super cover strategy today. We'll have another session for that. We're running sessions like these more or less every 2 weeks or so, but strategy is key. So in the end, let's go higher conversions with video personalization as compared to even a generic video. Personalization basically rules right now, and with video you take it to the next level. Now I want to help you see or understand how video personalization works, and that will take us to how automations and other aspects work, so that you can have new ideas and kind of see, okay, if this is possible, this is what we should be able to do with the tools we have access to within our organization. Sounds good? Great. All right. So let's just start with a few practical things. Let me go back here. At least you know this is live. Right. This is a t-shirt. I do not iron my clothing, as you can tell. And it is from a store. I'm personally based in Spain. This is from Springfield. Springfield. It's a known brand here, even in many countries. And it is a generic t-shirt I could easily find among people my age if I go to any city around. So it won't be extremely hard or impossible to go to just downtown and find someone with the same t-shirt. It is not personalized. It is not for like specifically for me. It's not tailored made. And this is a white t-shirt, right? And now for Christmas, my wife and my son, I believe, had a great idea for my nephews and nieces and so on. They are in different locations. Some are originally from Panama, and is to basically send them like a white T-shirt or similar, and then some paint for clothing, and you can make like super colorful clothing so that they can have a family activity, personalized activity, so that bounding and all that, and it is super cool. And if we send them, I mean, they have everything they need, thank God. And we thought that it was a great idea, just a white T-shirt with these colors. I don't know the exact name right now, acrylic, and they can have a family activity together and paint, create their own design. That's the personal touch. So when you have generic videos, we're talking about one size fits all, just like my T-shirt here from Springfield. When you have a white T-shirt that is specifically for every contact that you can personalize based on their context, you have a piece of content they'll pay attention to. So personalized videos are videos that are tailored to specific individuals. And I'm going to show you an example. I'm going to share an example with you just now. Let me share my screen so that you can see a personalized video that is automatically created in this case for a contact called Tom. And everything you see on my screen is made with the Personal software. Personal, our platform, Personal with an I, is our software to automatically create personalized videos at scale based on structured information. And as you'll see in just a moment or in a few minutes, this information could come from any data source. And I'll explain a few concepts that are key for you to understand as well. And this could be, like in this example, audio content, text content, even images that are specifically added into the video for every contact. And you can do this at scale. Let me play the video for you. So this is a personalized video. And in the end, a personalized video is a video file. In our case, our platform creates, there are different types of personalized videos. Our platform creates two of the ones available, let's say in the market, real video files like this one here, and also real-time other type of video. I'm not going to focus on those right now. But in this case, right now, this one here is a real video file. You could actually download. You could attach it to a WhatsApp message. You could upload it if you had access to the file to a YouTube channel, for instance, or to any other social media platform. Use it in advertisement and through an advertising network for video and so on. So it's a real video file. That's what I want to say right now. And in the end, these videos are, every video is unique for every contact. And what matters here, I won't touch or won't talk much about strategy today, is that the video is adapted to the context based on information you know, obviously, of every contact. That makes these videos way more effective. And in the end, in a personalized video, every piece of content can can be personalized, at least with our platform. That's text content, audio content, like in this case, hello Tom, video content, like the different clips. Maybe if it's I don't know, if it's not renewable energies in this case, and it's just whatever is not renewable, normal, I don't know how to call it right now. You want to show different visuals here, that's perfectly fine. That's possible, at least with platforms like Personal, because everything can be personalized at scale. Obviously, the text content and also image content and the interactions that are displayed on every video. In this case, through our video player, interactive video player, Personal player. And you can do this at scale. Personal with an I, by the way. And also the landing page. All of these assets can be personalized at scale using structured information that could come from any data source through any type of trigger. And I'll explain these concepts in just a moment as well. So this is a personalized video. Let me play another personalized video example so that you can have more context. Here we have another video, in this case for Henry, and I'm using kind of motion graphics or animation style videos. It doesn't have to be like that. It depends. The majority of our clients love this style because they are easier to create. They are light in terms of the size of the file as well. So you have faster video processing, and also because it connects with different audiences type, and which helps you basically make the content more memorable, I would say, in many cases. So that's why I'm using animation here. Let me play. So at the beginning, it said, hello, Henry. Now it's showing, it's not showing yet data, although the fact that this person is behind on his payments, on the payments. And now it's about to show some personalized information, including the audio as well. So it's going to show the month where the forbearance period ends, the day, the amount that is due, etc., etc., etc. So all this is personalized and can be personalized for every contact in a scalable way, even without lifting a finger, depending on how you create or the type of workflow that works best for you. Let's see how. Okay, so in the end, these are, let me remove these from my screen. These are personalized videos. Now, every personalized video is created from a template. And this is really important. In the end, similar to how you create maybe an email campaign, and or when you send emails, if you do, or any other team in your organization through a CRM, an email marketing tool, from MailChimp to Salesforce, HubSpot, ActiveCampaign, Soho CRM, Soho email, Soho mail, etc. Doesn't really matter the tool you use. In many of those cases, you use templates, right? Because just like the template you have here on my screen, email templates help you have some personalization tokens or dynamic fields, contact data, where you would say hello first name, so they don't have to manually write every email. You basically have a layout, a template that has dynamic fields or personalization tokens with that are mapped, let's say, depending on the email tool you use, so that with one send, let's say you can engage with 1,000 contacts or 10 million of them without quote unquote lifting a finger. Well, when we talk about video personalization, it is exactly the same thing. So in the end, you have what we call dynamic fields, and you have these dynamic fields that are going to be part of a video template, a dynamic video template. And I'm going to share my screen again to help you see how these dynamic templates work, so that you can have a better idea. So in the end, when we talk about video personalization, there are two types of, or two statuses, let's say, or states for the objects that can be personalized within a video. So now you know that personalized videos are dynamic videos, data-driven videos that are created at scale, and you'll see how in a moment, with dynamic information that is dynamically added into these videos. Now, you know, or what I am adding now is that these videos are always created from a template, so that once you have created a template, your creative team, our creative team, whoever, agencies, etc., we work loads with agencies, in the end, designs these assets, and then with our tools, with either personal script or personal editor, someone, your team or our team, whoever, this is included as part of our offering, by the way, creates a template for the platform, the video template. So similar to what you would do with an email template, where when you have dynamic fields or personalization tokens in that email template, you would do the same with a video, with dynamic video templates that in this case are created in our platform, regardless of the video editing software you use. That could be After Effects, that could be Premiere, that could be Canva, that could be even PowerPoint. It doesn't really matter, because with any of our two tools, Personal Editor or Personal Script, Personal in general is a really flexible platform. You would your team or our team, whoever, will then decide which type of content or elements or objects, layers, are going to be dynamic or static in a video. Dynamic or static, what's that? Let's take a look at it. So if we come, I'm going to share my screen with you right now again, and here, this tool that you have in here is called Personal Editor. And again, we have the Personal platform has two tools to help you create templates for dynamic videos, for personalized videos, so that with one template, you can create thousands, hundreds, millions of videos automatically in a scalable way. And I'm going to focus right now on our most visual tool, which is called Personal Editor. Again, personal with an I. And in this tool, what your team or our team does is that you would upload the assets you want in the video, in the personalized video, maybe a background video designed by your agency, by your creative team, in-house or outsourced. It doesn't really matter. Maybe by our team, maybe by one of our partners. It doesn't really matter. In the end, a video, the assets are designed, and then with Personal Editor, you would add or define the objects that are going to be dynamic in every video. And by object, I mean a video clip, maybe at the beginning based on the buyer persona. Maybe you are changing the interaction of the video based on the product, or a client just came to mind. They are in the industrial or chemical industry, and they they create videos to help customers understand. It's like a year in review video, help customers understand the what they have bought and the benefits they get because of what they have bought, how much they have saved. I'm trying to remember the word for that, but what they get now, let's say, because of what they have bought in this previous year, and so on. And then based on the season of the year, this brand shares or shows different type of products to every contact. And this is done with dynamic video clips that are added. So if it's like, I have no clue about their industry, but for grass or in the winter, in the summer, etc., they would be showing different scenes like that. And that's because our platform supports dynamic content that can be either a video layer, image, audio, text, etc., and you can have as many as you need. So you could add a video clip that could be dynamic. And if it is dynamic, what this means in our world is that it is a piece of content that will be brought from your data source or any data source, regardless of where this is hosted, dynamically into the video so that the end content sees that content when the video is rendered at scale. And this could be a video clip or many of them, images that are dynamically added, like in the example I'm about to share with you, audio that is dynamic, like the hello Tom we heard a moment ago, or text, which is the most common one and also easier quite frequently. So this could be dynamic, which means that it's going to come from your data source. So this is your way to tell the platform, the personal platform, that this content, that this object or layer is going to be or should be expecting content from your data source. And we'll see how that data source is connected to the platform in a moment. Or static, which means that it's going to be the same over and over and over for all the videos created with this template. See? So you can have dynamic content or static content within a dynamic video template in the personal platform. So in this case, this template here, this is like a birthday celebration. So a video that congratulates, cheers, I don't know the word right now, employees for their birthday. And it has dynamic content, which is, in this case, I didn't create all the template right now, just the first few seconds of the video, just for the purpose of this live demo right now. They have a dynamic field, which is first name 01. As you can see here, it is dynamic. And they also have a logo field, which in this example could be dynamic or static. So again, it is dynamic in this example here, which means that when generating the videos, and you'll see how in a moment in a scalable way, the platform will be expecting you to let us know which image we should use for this particular layer, this particular object, so that the text so that the image, is shown, is printed in the video, and the same goes for the text here. So if I add the text manually here, I'm going to add my name, it's going to be shown here with whatever effect that is shown here. The personal platform has some built-in effects you can leverage depending on the tool you use from our end, Personal Script or Personal Editor. And these two layers here, first name 01 and logo 01, are dynamic. However, this one here, the background video in this example, is static, which means that you only need to add it one time, let's say, and the platform will, once this template is saved, has been saved, the platform will know that it needs to use that video clip or that audio or that text and so on. And you can have as many of those as you need. So this concept is really important because in the end, a common question is, how are personalized videos created? Do we need to create every video manually? Well, the answer is no. With platforms like personal platform, our personalized video software, in the end, you create, your team or our team, whoever creates a template, that template will have what we call dynamic or static fields. And within those dynamic or static fields, you'll have data. And you'll see how that data is connected to the platform mapped in a moment. And if those fields are dynamic, like in this example here, these two fields, first name 01 and logo 01, are dynamic, the platform is open, let's say, to receive the data, similar to how you would do when you create a template. Remember the template I showed a moment ago, or the infographic, a template for an email, similar to an email template, where you have hi, first name. Here you do the same, but in the shape of a video. Make sense? Great. Now let's go over how you connect this template with your data source. But before we get there, there is a really important concept you need to know about, and it is the following. Let me add this one to the stage. All right. So there is always a trigger and an action. Are you with me? There is always a trigger and an action. And so far we have explored, or you have learned, that personalized videos are videos that are automatically created at scale for as many contexts as you need these videos for, and that these videos in the end, like the layout, the look and feel, the style, etc., comes in the end from a template, a dynamic video template that is created, or these templates are created in our platform, regardless of the software you use, like the creative software you use, After Effects, Premiere, Canva, etc. In the end, you have one step, which is creating the template for our platform, where you add or you tell the platform which objects, an image, a text, a video, audio, etc., is dynamic or is static. If it's dynamic, now we know that it means that it's a field that is going to be mapped with data that will come from your data source. Are we clear there? Now, the next step is understanding that in the end, we need to kind of connect these templates we just created for the personal platform with, in the end, the data, with your contact information, with the data from 100 contacts or 1,000 of them, it doesn't matter. How do we do that? Now, in order to understand how you can do that, it is also important to understand a really critical concept, which is, or two of them, what's a trigger and what's an action. And this comes in the end from the world of automations, which are more common now than what it used to be or how they used to be a few years ago. So a trigger is if this, that's the trigger, if this, and the action is then that. Make sense? So for example, if a web form is submitted, then let's automatically create a personalized video with the personal platform. That's the trigger. The trigger is if the web form is submitted, let's automatically create the personalized video, personalized landing page, personalized video interactions through our dynamic, our interactive video player, personal player, and so on. Okay, that's the trigger. Or it could also be, hey, we have 1,000 contacts, 10,000 contacts, 50,000 contacts, etc. We want to create a video, a personalized video for each one of them. We don't want this to be like based on CRM data or based like connected to a CRM or connected to an API or connected to a web form. We already have this data in a spreadsheet. What do we do now? That's similar to the triggers, similar as trigger/data source. In that case, the trigger would be uploading the data, uploading the CSV, uploading the spreadsheet to a platform like ours, the personal platform, to automatically create these videos at scale. And I'm going to show you how to do that in just a moment as well. So again, we have a data source and the trigger, and then you have the action, which is the personal platform creating these videos automatically. And this trigger could come from, as you have here, from an Excel spreadsheet, XLS file, a CSV, comma separated value files, or it could be from a CRM, maybe from an ERP, maybe from an API if your organization has access to an API, maybe a cron job. For example, in banking and insurance, they have cron jobs every night to kind of gather all the data from the day, maybe new cards, bank cards that have been issued to clients and so on. So that's a cron job, and they do that like it's an automated process where all that information is gathered maybe at 12 o'clock every day. So based on that cron job, you could automatically create the personalized videos for every client so that they understand their new card, for example, or the new services, the new loans they have access to, etc., based on their context. It could also be through our API, or even through things like maybe some kind of interaction with a chatbot, or some kind of interaction or behavior of a contact through any of your digital property. If the contact has performed or have seen this particular page, maybe the pricing page, and has also attended XYZ webinar, we want the personalized video to be automatically created for that contact and send by SMS or maybe through an email and so on. So how does that work? So we have a trigger and then the action, which is creating the dynamic video. And that dynamic video is created because, as I mentioned, it is connected, or it comes from the template that tells the platform how every video should look like. And templates can have a fixed structure, or you can have a super flexible structure. You can even create templates on the fly. That's a different conversation. And in the end, this trigger, initial trigger, this is really important as well, can be either a bulk trigger, because you already have all the data and you are uploading the data to a platform like ours. You'll see how in a moment, or even through maybe Google Sheets or similar. That's in bulk, batch. So I already have 1,000 contacts and I want to create a campaign for them and send it today. That's a bulk video creation, or bulk video creation, batch video processing. And the other option would be a trigger-based scenario, or an automated scenario where, based on some kind of segmentation criteria from a CRM, from a web form, from an ERP, from any tool that is digital, based on some kind of event taking place, then because of that, a template is called on our end in our platform. And then because that template has been called, the personal platform automatically creates 1 or 1,000,000 videos at scale. And in all these, the main effort, let's say, is similar to when you would create an email marketing campaign, where at the beginning you have to set up the layout, the design, etc., obviously the strategy. But then once that's in place, you can send as many emails as you need. Here you do the same, but in this case with video content, dynamic landing pages, data-driven landing pages, and our interactive video player that adds personalized calls to action to every video, and you can also track those. Now, let's see a bit more about this. So you have the video, you have your data source, you have then that a dynamic template on our end is called, because you have previously mapped those fields. You see how the mapping works. Those fields like first name is connected to this other field in the template because they have the shared same name, let's say. And then because that is taking place, that's in real time, then the video is automatically created. And because the video has been automatically created, because that has happened, then the next step is the distribution, which would be, for example, sending an email to the contacts, or for example, adding the video file to a chat conversation, sending a WhatsApp message, either with the video as an attachment, or maybe the link with the preview that can also be personalized, maybe a direct mail piece where contacts scan a QR, similar to, yes, where the one you have here on the screen, contacts scan a QR, or maybe it is these contacts accessing the video through the landing page that our system automatically creates. And you can do this at scale. Let's see how. Okay, so in the end, when we talk about personal video software, we're talking about flexibility because it adapts to any digital scenario. We also are talking about real video files, although we have another technology that allows you to add personalization with our video player to any video, even if it's a generic video, also in a scalable way. And also we're talking about easy reporting that you can access, use, depending on who you are or the different members in your team, and security. And all these in a scalable way. Now, let me share my screen so that we go back to these automations. You'll see how one of these automations works in real time. So this is the workflow that is critical for you to understand. It's usually, you can actually summarize it like in 3 big steps instead of the 4 steps we have here. There is always a trigger, because that trigger has taken place, or the event in the trigger has taken place. Our platform will generate the video landing page and the interaction within that video with data-driven content. And because this has taken place as well, then our platform will communicate in real time with any other application. That could be HubSpot, maybe through our HubSpot application. We have a HubSpot app to create personalized videos triggered there. It could be through Salesforce, through Google Sheets, through a web form, or through our campaign tool, for instance, to simply upload a CSV to our platform, and then you can create the videos at scale. I'm going to share my screen again so that we can go over this through the example. So a moment ago, you saw how I created this template here, okay? And in this template, we have two dynamic fields. Remember, the concept dynamic fields means that it's going to be, these are fields that are going to be mapped with data that comes from your source, your trigger, your data source. So in this case, we have two dynamic fields, first name and logo. And look, if you don't want to deal with this at all, you simply want the videos created, don't worry. Many of our clients use or leverage our managed services, our professional services, where we take care of all of these and or many of these aspects on their behalf. So they don't have to become video presentation experts. They don't have to know about strategy, the technical details, integrations, or anything like that. We do all of those things for them. That's one of the reasons why many of our clients work with us, because we walk with them. You don't have to be an expert to do this. We want you to enjoy the end result so that you can engage with your audience. If you become an expert, that's great, but you don't have to. We are already there for you so that you don't have to. Okay, so back to this, we have two dynamic fields, first name 01 and logo 01. Those are two dynamic fields. Again, dynamic, static, dynamic, static. Now, I want to use our campaign tool here, which allows me or allows you to create videos from the template I just created, which is employee birthday demo, in a scalable way using a spreadsheet. And this is what, like, a previous step or an easy one. If you don't want to deal with automations or anything like that, you can also use spreadsheets. Many clients on our end use spreadsheets, and the number are increasing because spreadsheets are convenient, basically. So you would basically select the template, and this is the file. The platform gives you this file with the structure. You simply need to, oh, not here. You simply need to download it from, oh, sorry, here. You simply need to download it from here based on the template you have selected. The platform will give you the file. By file, I mean the spreadsheet with the fields that you need to map for the personalization, depending or based on what you have selected, or you have told the platform that is going to be dynamic. And this is basically what you have here. And I already have sample data here. We have logo 01, which is dynamic. And if it's an image, video, or audio file, or audio or a media object, basically, and it's coming usually from any other external source. Often, if it's dynamic, you simply need to provide the URL. That's all you'll need. Okay, in this case, I'm using the same logo for all these videos, but I could use a different logo for every video. So let's say you are doing maybe a prospecting campaign, cold outreach or similar campaign, or you are creating these videos to show maybe reporting or similar to your clients, and you want their logo to be printed in the video, or maybe you have different account managers, or maybe you are in the real estate industry. You want to show property images within every video or in every video. So this is how you would do it. Simply add the URL for that particular content, and the platform will automatically download it, use it, and once it has been created, the video, it would delete the file from our, like the image file in this case, from our software, from our platform. And then we have first name 01, John, Jennifer, Mike, etc. The other fields, I don't have time to cover that today, but the other fields that you'll see here are for the landing pages that our system automatically creates. You don't have to use our landing pages. Person is really flexible. You can use them or not. You can use the files, or you can embed our video player. You can use our widget. There are different ways you can simply share or make sure the content is in front of your audience's eyes through any of our different tools. We provide tools so that your IT team or web team doesn't have to think about these things. You can simply leverage these tools, or if you want to, you can also leverage our tools to create your own tools. So in this case, we have landing page title, landing page description, landing page logo, URL, all these fields, and then the video player when you want the call to action to be displayed, the content for the call to action, the type of call to action, all these different fields, I don't have time to cover right now, are added here. And then at the very end of this particular file, we have some metadata field related to the contact: email, first name, last name, any segmentation criteria, keywords, etc. And then this information is basically the one that is used when using our video player and our landing pages here. Obviously, the content in the video, first name, the logo, etc. Depending on the template you have created or our team has created for you, it's up to you. But all this content that you see here with this hosted landing page, we host them on your behalf. You don't have to worry about this. They're secure, scalable, etc. All this content, including the call to action, and when the call to action needs to be displayed to every contact, is added thanks to the data. If you're using our campaign tool, the data you have in this document here. Now, let's say that this information is fine. I don't have time to to verify it or anything like that right now. You would simply upload the document to our platform, and if I had 1,000 contacts in that document, I also have 4 of them, 4 contacts. But if I had 1,000 contacts there, the platform will automatically create 1,000 videos. In this case, it's going to create just 4 videos. Okay. First, it creates a draft video so that you can see how it looks like, if you're happy with it or not, and so on. And if I'm happy with the result, I will not play it right now just to save time. You click publish, and then the platform starts generating the videos automatically. Let me check the progress. These are short videos, so they'll be done in no time. Let me just refresh this page. The personal platform is scalable, and it is also really, really fast. Okay, so this is how you can use something as simple as a spreadsheet that you have in your computer, have access to it, obviously, to automatically create videos using our campaign tool. Now, let's say that you want to, I love automations as well. This is an automated process, so I didn't have to create every video or every landing page manually, but I'm using a spreadsheet. Some of you don't use spreadsheets for any reason. I love spreadsheets, and many of our clients do, because many of them, for many of them, it's just easier because maybe they don't have access to whoever team, maybe it's their team, but maybe it's not, that would allow them to integrate third-party tools within their CRM or any other tool. They want to skip those steps internally by simply using CSVs. And also because in some cases, we have, like, if you're running these campaigns maybe once a week or once a month, spreadsheets are just extremely convenient, and you have more visibility, let's say, in terms of the data that you have access to and and so on. Now, let's say that instead of using a spreadsheet, I want to use something like maybe Google Sheets. It is still spreadsheets. If you're not aware of Google Sheets, it's like Microsoft Excel, but Google's. We use that loads on our end, my team and I, and it's cloud-based and with all the benefits in terms of data formatting and in terms of extensions, etc. Google Sheets is really good. So let's say that you have a document like this one here, and you want the following. There are different scenarios, but you want the following: that every time this particular spreadsheet or tab or page or sheet here is updated, every time this document is updated, every time a new row is added, you want the personal platform to be triggered. Again, concept triggered action to be triggered to and automatically create a personalized video, personalized landing page, personalized interaction, and maybe even, why not, sending that by email. I won't have time to cover all of those things right now, but I'll share the key points right now. However, if you have any questions, this is live, so I'm taking longer than what I expected, but simply let us know. I am here to walk with you. We are here to walk with you, ask your questions, and our clients do one-to-one sessions where we actually cover these things also with them based on their particular needs. So for that, in this case, let's say again that you have a live document that maybe is gathering data from other, maybe from a CRM, maybe from a web form, maybe from an ERP, maybe manually your team comes here and copy paste data into this document, which is a cloud document. I'm using Google Sheets. And what I want is different what I just did now a moment ago with the CSV. What I want is that whenever this document is updated, I want the personal platform to automatically create the videos. And it could be that you already have the data somewhere and you copy and paste it here. And whenever that action is performed, because new spreadsheets row are added, then the personal platform automatically creates these videos, landing pages, and interactions at scale. So the way you do that is either by leveraging our API, the personal API, Personalized Video API, or by using tools like Zapier, Make, Public Connect, and so on. I'm going to do this with Zapier right now. Zapier, if you don't know about Zapier, is a third-party platform, and that basically sends data between or from one tool to any other tool based on triggers and actions. And it is a tool I personally used quite a lot because it allows me to do loads without the need of having colleagues, developers, and so on, creating connections on my behalf or anything like that. And it is really flexible, really scalable. So it shares some of the mindset we love at Personal. Again, so the way this works is the following. You would always have one trigger app. And when you use our application, that trigger app, the one that has the initial data, whenever the event you select is or takes place, then the personal platform will be with our application for Zapier. It's invite only, so you would need to access through the first time at least through your personal account. Would be triggered to automatically create the videos based on the data and the event selected in the previous step. And this is an automation, so an automation workflow. So once this is on, then the personal platform will be triggered whenever the event here takes place. So you do this, is quote unquote set and forget. You do it once and you forget about it. We have clients that have had this live for many years, and without touching these, maybe they make changes in the video, etc. But the automation still just there, waiting for the events to take place. So in this case, I have already connected my Zapier app, my Google Sheets account to Zapier. And my event here, the event will depend on the application you choose here. It could be Salesforce, it could be HubSpot, although for HubSpot we have a native app. It could be maybe Soho CRM, MailChimp, whatever. We also have a MailChimp integration, by the way. So whenever, in this particular case, whenever Google Sheets is triggered because an event is taking place, any of these events, I'm going to choose this one, new spreadsheet row, and I'm going to select one of these accounts. Whenever this one takes place, then the personal platform, in a moment, will automatically create a video. So I want to use this one here, demo webinar 2024, which is a spreadsheet I just showed. And I want to use the only worksheet that is in there. I'm going to continue. And this is going to, the first time you do it, well, whenever you want to actually, is going to bring fresh data so that you can use it as a sample. And I'm going to select this one here, which is Osias, and this URL, and this comes from, come back here, it comes from here, okay, the data from here. Again, you only need to do this the first time, you forget about it, then continue. They're just doing this so that you have fresh data and you can test it with real data, basically. And now we're going to go to the personal platform. My personal account is already connected, or the demo account here is connected. This is the template I want to use from Personal. So if we come back to Personal here, if we come here, I have two templates in this account. Only two templates. And this is why we have two templates that are listed here. Our team can also create templates for you guys. We can take care of everything. We can take care of like partial care of it as well. So if you provide the assets, we can create a template for the platform for you at no extra cost from if we do that. Or we can just work similar to what your agency would do if you work with an agency, where we take care of absolutely everything. We manage everything on your behalf. So once I select the template, the platform will show, our application for Zapier will show some metadata fields, first name, last name. And this is basically so that you can map who the video is for. So if you have access, for example, for the first name, I'm mapping the data from Google Sheets with Personal. If I had the email, I didn't add the email, but if I had the email, I would simply click here for the contact, and that would be shown here. Honestly, I forgot. And there are other fields that I don't have time to cover right now. The Personal platform is extremely flexible, and everything in the platform, in terms of the content also that is presented to the end viewer, can be personalized at scale. So you have many fields here that I won't cover right now because of the time, that you can personalize at scale. So now we have one of the fields from the video. Earlier you saw that there were two dynamic fields in the video, logo 01 and first name 01. If we come back to the template, we have logo logo 01 and first name 01 that are dynamic. And this is also what we have here, logo 01, first name 01. So if I click here, I'm going to let the platform know, or I'm going to map the field based on what is coming from Google Sheets. And if you think about it, I'm doing the same exact thing as earlier with the spreadsheet with our campaign tool. Just that earlier, I mapped the information through the spreadsheet on my local machine, copy pasting, and now I am mapping the fields that, or the columns from Google Sheets. But the same concept applies if you're using a CRM or an email tool or a chatbot or a data warehouse or any tool that somehow has the data from your contacts, so that you can automatically create the videos and boost engagement with video personalization at scale. So you're basically mapping structured data within the Personal platform through Zapier in this example here. So logo 01, this is going to be it from Google Sheets. And first name here, maybe I want to do just the first name, but I could do also hi first name, for instance. Okay, I'm not going to do it because it doesn't make sense with the video template I have now. And then you have other fields like landing page logo, the ones we went through earlier, which are, I won't go over all of them right now. These fields here, landing page logo, this logo here, this background image, this text here, this text here. You could even embed third-party applications like your Calendly link. This is extremely useful if you have like different sales colleagues and like sales reps, and you want every sales rep to be added to the right video, so that contacts can directly book a call from the landing page that our system creates. So you have different fields for that here, and maybe you could even customize the CSS for every contact based on the data you are gathering from, in this case, from the spreadsheet. So again, Person is quite flexible. I won't do all of this right now. We have many options here, and a really important one is when you want the call to action to be displayed and the type of call to action. So we have two types of calls to action. Could also add like an NVIDIA web form to or NVIDIA form to videos at scale with personalized questions. The body text you want displayed in the call to action. Happy birthday. Don't judge me by the strategy right now. I'm not strategizing right now. Just showing how it works. And that would be that call to action body text is basically this text here. Okay. And now the text button and then the link behind that text. Okay. These are the fields. Redeem now. And now you have the button, the URL, which could be personalized or not. If you need more information, want a personalized demo, go to personal.com/contact. And then when you want the call to action to be displayed, and all these fields can be dynamic, are dynamic. All these fields are already dynamic. So you could bring data. So every contact would have a specific configuration. And that's how also you get higher engagement. Okay, so I want this call to action to be displayed when the user clicks on, when the user requests it, if that happens, when the user pauses the video. I want the video to be paused when the call to action is displayed. I want the user to be able to close the call to action, and I want the call to action also at the end of the video. I'm going to continue, and I am going to test this. Okay, it says that it is correct. So the personal platform should be creating the sample video. Which is this one here. Okay, and I'm not going to play it right now. Let's say I am happy with this. So in that case, I would publish this automation so that whenever this document is updated, the personal platform automatically starts creating a video for based on the content for every row. So if I do like this and I wait a few minutes, because I'm using, if I'm mistaken, a free Zapier account right now, the personal platform will be triggered anytime soon, basically. Refresh this. And this is live, so I didn't have this prepared. We just have to wait a few minutes because I'm using a free Zapier account. If you're using a paid Zapier account, it runs in real time or close to real time. Now, let's say I want to do the same, and I won't finish it right now because we are over time right now, but let's say I want to do the same based on maybe a web form that is submitted. By the way, here you have my email in case you want to contact directly. So whenever this web form, we use ActiveCampaign at Personal for our marketing and sales. It's a great tool, generally speaking, and we use many of their automations. So in this case, I have a web form here in ActiveCampaign, and I want this form. I want to create a video for every contact that submits this web form. And the way I do it, because the way my brain works, is the following. At Personal, we use tags for our marketing. So this is an example. Whenever, based on user behavior or contact behavior, we add and remove tags that help us automate other actions within the ActiveCampaign platform, emails or sales processes, and so on. So in this example here, whenever this web form is submitted, these tags here, this tag here will be automatically added to these contacts. And if, with that in mind, if you're still with me, whenever that tag is detected in a contact, then I want the personal platform to automatically create a personalized video based on that data. And you could do this like 100% inside of ActiveCampaign, or you could do it the way I'm doing it right now, because it is easier for me right now, at least for this demonstration, which is using Zapier as well. You don't have to use Zapier if you don't want to. So in this case, whenever this tag here is detected, I have it here, this tag here, because I submitted the form. I submitted the form just before starting this session today. The tag here is added to the contact in ActiveCampaign, and because that has happened, then the personal platform will automatically create a personalized video here, which means that you could create really simple or really complex automation workflows with as many steps as you need, or different paths to segment users, or to use different templates, video personalization templates, dynamic templates based on any segmentation criteria. If you do this with our HubSpot application, which I'll cover in a different session, I'll go specifically for HubSpot because it requires specific attention. Let's say there is lots to cover there. You have also lots of flexibility because you can create a personalized video within HubSpot CRM's automation workflows based on any type of segmentation criteria that that you set up, that you create, or any type of trigger within HubSpot automation workflows. So that could be because a contact has been moved from point A to point B in a sales process, or because it is their anniversary, or because they need to renew their insurance policy, or because it is their birthday. Any type of segmentation criteria could then trigger the personalized video automatically. So I had more for you today, but we'll have to go over those things in a different session where we cover things like the HubSpot, our native HubSpot application, but also things like analytics, sorry, analytics, and how do we distribute these videos. If you haven't seen that video yet, or if you don't want to wait for that next session, which is even more about distribution, you can also watch, just go to our YouTube channel, and there you'll find a video that is related to automation and distribution beyond email. Because personalized videos, the same way you automatically create personalized videos, once the video is automatically created, you can then automatically update the contact details in HubSpot, ActiveCampaign, Soho, CRM, Salesforce, or even send an email directly through MailChimp. We have a MailChimp, a native MailChimp integration connection. Or maybe you want to add the video to a WhatsApp conversation, or to a chatbot interaction. I mean, these scenarios are quote unquote endless. It really comes to what your audience needs, how you need to communicate or engage with them to help them achieve their goals, while you are also achieving your business goals and your communications goals with video personalization, and you boost engagement at scale. And this is what you do with Personal. Now, if you have any questions about this, we are here to walk with you. If you are already a client and some of these things maybe sound like maybe it sounds like Chinese and you want help creating automations, just leverage our professional services or even our assistance. Now we can have a call. I'll probably be in that call with you where we can cover this based on your particular automation needs. If you're not a client yet and you are considering video personalization, well, Personal is probably the most flexible personalized video software that there is out there, but that's not the only thing. The majority of our clients work with us or have chosen us because they like the assistance they get from us. Besides, or apart from that, they also get ISO 27001 certificate. I mean, a platform that is certified with an ISO 27001 certification, which is an information security certification. It's the global standard for information security management. And they get a platform that is scaled based on their needs, even with data residency where needed, in the EU, in Europe, or in the US, and so on. So even more, a platform they can actually manage by themselves if they want to. Because in the end, with Personal, you get video analytics that are easy to understand, not overwhelming analytics. Personal editor to create your own templates, or you can leverage your professional services that will create them for you at no extra cost. Personal script, if you are a developer, a coder, our API, etc. I mean, it is a really flexible platform. We are here to walk with you. I hope you found this session useful. We are here to walk with you. Any questions you have, feel free to reach out by emailing us at help@personal.com, personal with an I. Let me add the email here so that you can easily just contact us at any time if you have questions. You could also actually go to our contact page, personal.com/contact. Again, personal with an I. And if you're a client, feel free to go to our support page where you'll find some of the resources or things I have shared with you today. And if you don't feel like going to our knowledge base, simply write an email at help@personal.com and we'll be more than happy to help you. Thank you for your time. Have a great day. Take care. Bye.